Wellness and self-care is important, especially right now. But does the wellness industry and the people who promote it have our best interests at heart? And even if they do,
how do we find any kind of balance with all of this bullshit around us?
What does being well in 2020 even mean?
So we planned to do a wellness episode long before the world fell apart, right? And I think we were pretty dark on it even back then, but now it feels more important than ever to basically call bullshit on the entire industry because a green smoothie a day doth not keep global chaos away.
No, exactly. And recent events like COVID and Black Lives Matter movement have really highlighted how toxic influencer culture can be, which is a massive part of the wellness movement, when the care and well-being that vulnerable people, Black people, minorities, Indigenous people need right now is not what is being peddled by thin white women on Instagram.
Yeah. You know, I think it's part of the human condition to think that there's something wrong with us, but we don't know what it is, and that's the fear that wellness influencers tap into. And it works, man, because they make a lot of money. The wellness industry worldwide is worth $4.2 trillion, and Goop alone is worth $250 million. But you know what? I think if we've learned anything this year, it's that we should listen to experts rather than just the loudest voices in the room.
Because social media is particularly damaging with misinformation and wellness influencers who are suddenly the experts. I'm looking at you, Pete Evans, who told me to stare at the sun for a very long time, and influencers selling me vitamin C powder to fight a pandemic virus.
Yeah, and look, it becomes so popular because we get inundated with these images of perfect people living perfect lives, and if we buy their stuff, we'll be perfect as well. But I wonder if we bought all the things they tell us to and did all the things they tell us to, what would that day look like?
Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Now today I've gotten around to doing one of my most requested videos, my morning wellness routine. So I begin waking up at 4 AM, which is when all the girl boss CEOs get up. It is so invigorating to be awake while the rest of the city sleeps.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Once you've got your workout clothes on, make like Tony Robbins and jump on this cute mini tramp to clear out those lymph nodes. Drink a big glass of warm lemon water with cayenne pepper to get your insides moving.
Oh, it burns.
It's always nice to light a candle to mark the start of another wonderful day. Then do 5 minutes of journaling and write down the things you're grateful for. Follow that with daily affirmations in the mirror.
People don't notice that I smell like beetroot.
Time for fitness. Start with 20 to 30 push-ups, then a minute of plank, followed by 30 minutes of relaxing yoga. And don't forget to hydrate with 1 liter of ice water. Time to work on the mind. Do 30 minutes of meditation to set your mind free. Light yet another candle to keep the demons away. Then watch the sunrise. Take an array of vitamins to keep your system vitamined. Breakfast is a green smoothie full of goodness. Do oil pulling for 15 minutes. And then use charcoal powder to whiten those chompers.
Oh, God!
Use a chilled jade roller on your face to draw the toxins away from your skin. Now it's time for a simple 30-step skincare routine.
Oh, mother...
Followed by a full face of makeup to put my best face forward when facing the day. After you're finished with your makeup, you're ready to pop on a dressing gown and wipe it all off, because it's 6 PM and time to start your nighttime routine. So that's it from me, guys. Please tune into my next video, 10 reasons why goblins do exist. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.
That's great.
It was good. I mean, I know it's like a funny joke, but I saw a lot of myself in that nice lady.
Too real.
It's too real. Feel like maybe we should have a little wellness confession session.
Confession session.
What have we done that we are not proud of in the wellness space?
Okay, I've done hypnotism to stop smoking, which worked until it didn't. Gluten-free, even though I do not have celiac disease, and living without pasta is hell. Keto, done a lot of massage, cupping, and scraping, which hurts as much as it sounds like it does.
Yeah.
Scraping.
Scrape your back to get the toxins out.
Oh. No, okay, so I've done aromatherapy, nothing wrong with that. Everything smells lovely. Crystals, good as gold. Bark flower remedy. Water has memory, so it remembers magic. If you put magic in water and then you dilute the water, the magic is still there as much as it was before.
Wow.
Oh, I've done the 16-8, where you eat for 8 hours but don't eat for 16. My God, I can eat a lot of pavlova from at one point in the day and then stop. Oh, the Israeli army diet, 2 days of apple, 2 days of cheese, 2 days of chicken. I've never looked at apples with love since then. It doesn't work. As soon as you start eating real food, back to where you were.
2 days of cheese, though.
Around the end of the second day,
Too much for the thing.
no thank you, Havati.
Diet's interesting. I've done the Dukan diet, which
Yes.
involved me carrying around just a bag of ham to social events, parties. I've done the charcoal, that thing. It
Yeah.
erodes your teeth. Don't do it. It's bad. It looks kind of cool, though.
I remember when you did collagen powder, and didn't it like you grow like quite a nice moustache?
I grew a lovely beard. It just makes everything
cool.
grow a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're like, makes your baby hairs grow. It makes all the hair grow
Lush.
fast and long. I went through a phase of having a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning, just like Scarlett Johansson, until I nearly shat myself outside of work one day.
I'm glad it was nearly.
Well.
Yay.
But at least none of us have bought psychic vampire spray, which is something that you can buy on Goop.
If there's a more pleasurable way to banish psychic vampires, we don't know it. This essential oil blend of lavender, rosemary, and juniper is an energy-refreshing scent with a tendency to...
Well, that's nuts, isn't it? I tell you, one of the weirdest trends is V-wellness, which sounds kind of sciencey, but is it? I took my vagina to a health professional to find out. My vagina's been good to me over the years. But I'm worried if I've been good enough to it. Is my vagina secretly angry that I've been taking it for granted? Should I be buying it more treats? According to the V-wellness industry, there's lots of things we should be doing to zhuzh up our quim. But what does your vagina say?
Rose Stewart is National Nurse Advisor at Family Planning. Maybe her official title isn't Vagina Whisperer, but she knows her vagina science.
This is my vagina.
Okay, hello, vagina.
And I've put some things in here that have been recommended to me on various wellness websites. And I just want to know if you think they're a good idea.
Sure.
So, okay. Benoit balls?
Are they clean?
Yeah-ish, they could be.
They may not hurt you, but they might not do any good.
A jade egg?
Well, probably not, because they're kind of porous and they could have other things in them.
Detox pearls?
Really, they're not going to do anything when you think about it, are they? So,
Okay.
probably not.
Not even an onion and a lemon.
No,
Is it too much?
even a little bit's too much.
Oh. A shopping bag, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Maybe I could put all of this stuff that was in there in here. Gosh, this goes on and on, doesn't it? I wondered where they were. Okay, good. Thanks, Rose. God, I feel so much lighter. So explain to me how a vagina works.
For most people, it's pretty self-managing if they don't do the wrong things. Primarily not douching or washing it out is really, really important, because we have natural bacteria in there that sort of have a cleaning function, simply. And if you douche, you wash those out.
Do we need to exercise our vagina?
Only if you've got some problems with your pelvic floor. Because of our anatomy, the pelvic floor hasn't got a lot of support, and then it's been under a lot of pressure with childbirth or just hormonal changes with age. It can be a bit saggy.
Yeah.
And so you can do some exercises to just keep it in shape.
What's a good exercise?
Well, a good exercise is when you're going to the toilet for a pee, is just to hold on, not let it out all in a rush, and then sort of suck in like there's an elevator in there.
Yeah.
Just suck it up like there's an elevator and let the elevator down slowly. So
I'm doing it now.
Ground floor.
Is there an upside to the wellness industry? Do you think we need to know our vaginas better?
Yeah, I definitely think people need to know about their bodies and how they work. But I think the wellness industry is tied up in money and also under the guise of feminism, which makes it very challenging, you know, to address. I have seen a lot of vaginas and I've talked to a lot of women. Yes, of course, you know, if you're a feminist, you say you can do what you like to your body, but do it advisedly and get some good information and get help if it's going wrong.
It's interesting, isn't it? Turns out a vagina is a lot like the rest of us. All it wants is the occasional squeeze, bit of fresh air, and a kind word now and then. I appreciate you. I really do. You've been fantastic. We've had some great times. We've had some tough times, to be trotty. You remember the time you pushed the baby out and I thought, oh, that'll never be the same again.
Oh my gosh. Are you just naturally doing Kegels right now, doing a wee sucker? You shouldn't get puffed when you're doing them, should you? That's just me.
Have you guys ever done anything...
Nonsense?
Any nonsense down there?
I did the Benoit balls after I had my baby because I was told that that would help the muscles in the vaginal canal strengthen. Unfortunately, I used Benoit balls that were a ball bearing inside a plastic ball, so they rattled when I walked.
Here comes Michèle.
So going up and down stairs was a racket, so I stopped.
Like a cutlery drawer going down the stairs. I have never.
Never?
I tell her she looks nice every now and again to keep her self-esteem up, but otherwise I just leave her to her own devices.
I've never done anything personally that I can think of. I do have a friend, an unnamed friend, who got sucked in by that yogurt cures all down there sort of thing, and she encountered a problem, and she didn't have any natural yogurt, so she just used strawberry. No. Fruity bits and all, just...
No.
Up.
No, that's the wrong kind of pudding.
That's not how you eat that.
Yes, it is tough though, right? Like, how do we find any kind of balance with all of this bullshit around us?
Yeah, I think maybe going through lockdown has been interesting for me. I know everybody had a very different lockdown experience. I learnt that I really like exercise, really simple exercise. Consumerism kind of dropped away for me as well. I kept thinking about my mother, who always said, remember, you're a human being, not a human doing. And, you know, stop doing stuff, just sit there and be.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. I found for myself spending a lot of time on my phone because I didn't have people really to talk to, just how unwell staring at wellness influencers made me feel. It happened when I got that you've seen everything on Instagram for the last 5 days notification that I was like, okay, I'm in trouble. So I unfollowed all the wellness influencers, anyone that made me feel lesser than. And turns out it was great for my wellness. Yeah. So I highly recommend that.
Awesome. Yeah. I was a bit on that buzz as well. But I think wellness for me, it's whānau wellness and collective wellness and just universal human rights. And the right to, you know, not be profiled or killed by a cop for living in a Black or Indigenous body.
Yeah.
Kia ora.
And you know what? If we spend all our time trying to fix ourselves, what we're really missing is the point that none of us are actually broken. None of us.
Here, here.
Aye, aye.
Like and subscribe.
Don't be racist.